Hello everybody, it's another early morning and we're back in the car again, and today we're going to be taking a long journey to probably the most important place I've ever been to and will ever go in my life. I'm going back home, my real home, and it's going to be nice because it's going to be a CPD day and a bit of networking day. Going to go see some industry friends, so let's game, but we'll do better next time. And if I was playing and captain, we wouldn't have lost the Champions League final. So that's my view about your performance in that game.
I thought we did all right. We did okay in the first half, but second half let ourselves down a little bit. Typical Tottenham, conceded a goal last minute and let ourselves right down at the end.
Rethinking energy. What a fantastic location to hold this at. I hope you enjoyed the tour, those of you who went on the tour. What an amazing facility, has just all of the latest modern features inside, a really excellent place. And the impact that is having on the climate is of course extremely topical right now. Now it's a topic we have been working on as a company for many years, but if you listen to the debate that is happening, of course everybody is focusing on the recent announcements around the UK wishing to achieve carbon neutral by 2050. If we jump into a little bit of the details, so industry has understood that this is a hugely important topic. What was a little bit more surprising were the 2,000 people that we polled across the general consumer market. That's from the full diversity of the country, just a generic 2,000 people. Very interesting to see that 74% of the individual consumers today think they are already doing enough in their participation into this topic. A little bit surprising based on what we see happening in the market. We have 10% of the people who are committed to saying we need to do more. I personally need to do more to contribute to this change. And we have approximately 16% of the population that are not engaged in the topic yet. So a little bit surprising, but I guess our topic is again to get to that those goals of 2050 is how do we turn more of these orange spaces into green, where people are not just understood the topic.
Measurement. So a lot of the problem we have in the energy efficiency space is a lot of the energy performance of the building is assumed. You look at the building, you see what kind of lights it's got, has it got the LED lights, has it got something else, has it got cavity walls, have they been filled, those sorts of things. That's all assumed. You don't actually know how well it's performing. If we can start to measure the performance of buildings, then not only do you know how much you're using and how that relates to how you use energy in the building, you can also then, when someone looks at, well, I can improve it, say, well, how much can you improve it? Yeah. Can you guarantee that when it's measured afterwards, that's going to give me the 20% saving or the 40% saving that you're promising? So you have much more recourse, and that, as well as then helping the enforcement, is a big thing to unlock the market here, because otherwise no one can really tell whether you've done what you said you would.
You managed to do the fan experience tour earlier on. I know there's definitely one Spurs fan in here, because he made himself aware. More Spurs fans?
Today,
of course. Any Gooners? everybody's been to a major sports and entertainment venue of some description, I'm sure.
Yes.
I've been asked today to just give you a brief introduction to the club and to the stadium itself and why we've gone about doing such a big project and how we've gone about doing it. I think you're a bit behind schedule, so I'm going to rattle through this as quickly as possible. But we're very informal in this club, so feel free to put your hand up if you've got a question along the way, and I'll do my best to answer it. Perhaps not as well as the gentleman before me, but I'll see what I can do. I think most of you will be familiar with who we are. One of the biggest football clubs in the world, established several years ago, 1882. Major honours throughout history, but of course we're now part of the Premier League, the most watched football league in the world, and generally globally recognised, and a huge spotlight on us and our business and how we go about doing things. And we have probably a unique approach compared to some of our competitors at other clubs in how we try to organically and sustainably grow our business and get to the next level. So very much committed to youth development, as well as, of course, acquiring international stars when we need them, as we've done in the last couple of weeks with our acquisition from Neon, breaking our club transfer record. The business model we have, which I'll go on to, has really elevated us up to now 10 years consecutively in the top 6 and 4 consecutive years in the Champions League. So when I talk to you about our process and how we've gone about doing things, number one is to make the team competitive, and I think broadly everybody agrees that we've done that, whilst I accept we've still got some silverware to add. This is what we used to live in. This is glorious White Hart Lane that I've been coming to since 1986. And we loved it, and it was fantastic. It was a great atmosphere, but it wasn't fit for purpose. It didn't generate enough revenue for us, and it didn't have the facilities inside it that were in keeping with modern football, modern sport, modern entertainment. Around us was a whole host of buildings and businesses that we needed to acquire in order to create a footprint to build the stadium we have now. As we did that, eventually we got to May 2017 when we started the demolition of White Hart Lane. The lane finale, a real momentous day for us, a very sorrowful one, but also one full of excitement and joy as we move towards the new stadium. And incredible to think that we only knocked that down in May 17 and then opened this new building, albeit slightly delayed, in April 19. So this is what we have today. And we're not finished yet. We've still got a lot of work to do around us in the wider campus. And this is what the site will look like when it's complete, when we've completed what we call the southern development and the northern terrace cultural quarter, which I'll tell you about in a second. And this is part of a huge regeneration of Tottenham. I know all of you have come here today, some of you have come by car, some of you by public transport. And as you come into the area, I'm sure you've remarked on the fact that this area is very neglected, has been for decades. As I said, I've been coming here a very long time, we've grown up around here. So I can speak from personal experience that this area is much in need of investment and focus and attention and regeneration. And the stadium is the catalyst to drive that. It's the centrepiece, the heartbeat of everything that's coming on around us. There are two big schemes, both on the west side of the high road and the east side of the high road, which will ultimately regenerate this area to have thousands and thousands of new homes, new facilities for the community, jobs, employment, education, and so on. And that will take some period of time, but as you can see, we're right in the middle of it. And given that all of our development is privately funded, we are making the biggest contribution so far to the change of this local area. Wonderful day when we opened the stadium finally, and it's truly iconic. And of course, being in London is another key part of our commercial proposition, being one of the best cities in the world. But it's a multi-purpose venue. It's not just the home of Tottenham Hotspur. It's very much